Oh well. Could have had a V8. I find humor in everything, even. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Welcome to the Keto Crafter. I'm me. It's one of those days. Nothing is going to be serious. Okay. I'm Lori. I'm the Keto Crafter. I have been following a ketogenic diet, or ketovore. I float back and forth. Since November of 2019, I've went from 338 pounds to floating between 218 and 222 because my body has decided that it wants to float between those numbers. So that's okay. I'm not really upset about that right now. But anyway, that's that. It has been a crazy couple of weeks. All of this, everything that I have experienced from that second COVID shot is making me want to say, don't take it. If you have an autoimmune disease or an auto-inflammatory disease like hidradenitis, if you have fibromyalgia, if you have Crohn's, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, now I'm sort of questioning it because the side effects have been absolutely horrendous. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's because I was in remission for so long and then I had relapsed back in April as far as like the HS, but my fibromyalgia has flared up the past couple of weeks, so it's no longer in remission. And it seems like no matter what I do, nothing, and I do mean absolutely nothing, is helping. My HS is, well, I'm just going to be honest with you. I think I'm going to end up having to have surgery on my right arm. It's gotten that bad again. Let me explain. It started out as just a minor flare-up from the churros and the questionable ingredients of some of the foods that I ate at Universal back in April on vacation. Despite that, I don't regret it because I had a blast. However, when you combine that with whatever response that COVID shot triggered in my body, and I'm not a scientist, not a doctor, and I don't really care at this point. At this point, I just don't even care. The only part that I care is that it happened, and I wish that it hadn't. Eventually, it abscessed, and it got to about a hole that big. That's where one of the holes is, under my right arm. Now I have like, I think it's 5, maybe 4. No, it's 5 other small holes about the size of, about half the size of my pinky fingernail. And the problem is that every time I move my arm to where it stretches, it's ripping a little bit more. It's one thing to deal with the pain of HS in itself, but when your skin rips open, which is what I am experiencing now, oh, it hurts. It hurts something awful, and I have been so out of it. I have taken up every stronger pain medication that my doctor had prescribed me back in April, when was it, May? Yeah, first part of May, she had given me a slightly stronger pain medication and I've spread it out. People with HS, they hoard their pain pills, and they figure out a scale of when they will use these pills, because the DEA and everything regulates it so much now, to the point where your doctor doesn't want to prescribe any type of pain medication because of the fear of addiction and abusing, and I guess some people, sell it for money. However, I don't know why there are any drug dealers now. I think that if you're a drug dealer and you happen to come across this video, stop selling heroin, stop selling pot or cocaine, start selling lumber. Start selling lumber. I mean, the prices are insane. Start selling lumber. That's the real money maker. I'm not kidding. And it's legal. You can't get arrested for that. You won't do hard time. There's no risk of addiction. There's no risk of, health issues. Well, I don't know, you might get shot for it, so be careful. But yes, lumber, the black market for lumber, it should exist. It's a way to make millions, I'm telling you. If you have cheap lumber, if you can find cheap lumber or reasonably priced, boy, that's a market you need to tap into. I'm not kidding. So, yeah, I'm out of, I don't even want to call it decent pain medication because it really didn't help. So, back to Tylenol. And I'm not taking it very often. Mainly I'm taking it at night just so that I can actually relax and rest a little bit, which I still wake up in the middle of the night if I turn over on this side, which I am a side sleeper, and I generally sleep on my right side. And I still have a bad habit. If I'm asleep, I will roll over on that right side. And I know what you're thinking. Well, stupid, prop some pillows up so you won't roll over on that right side. I can't do it. I get my best sleep on my right side. And that wouldn't be a problem. That generally doesn't, it's not excruciating. The problem is when I get up and if I happen to stretch that arm up, that's a no-no, and I need to learn not to do that anymore, at least not for a while. So anyway, now I'm thinking that I may need to get a referral with my wound care doctor. Love him. He's wonderful. I have no doubt in his ability to fix this, and let him do the same surgery on this side that he did on this side. The problem is it will take about a year for me to heal up, and I'm just not looking forward to that. Although that would mean that I would probably have home health care and get to see some of my favorite nurses again. So hey, the things you do for friends. But yeah, other than that, I have been basically eating mostly meat-based. If I have had a vegetable, it has been for flavor only, like onions or peppers. I have still been eating like the keto chow waffles, where I take the scoop of keto chow, 2 ounces of cream cheese, 4 eggs, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, mixing that up in the blender and making waffles out of that. So sometimes I have that for breakfast. Matter of fact, one night I even had it for supper. Generally some scrambled eggs, the equivalent of like 2 to 3 eggs scrambled with some cheese. And then I've been having like bacon or sausage. That's when I have breakfast. One day I didn't have breakfast at all, and I waited until about 1 o'clock, and I had some chicken liver pate, which now I'm out of and I need to make some more. I'm just kind of taking a break from it. I have just finished chapter 12 of The Carnivore Code by Paul Saladino. And I don't know what it is. I think his chapters are getting longer. It's easier to read now because he's not so chemistry terminology. However, there is a portion of chapter 12 that says that coffee is bad. And I'm kidding you not. I paused the audio book. I closed up the physical book. I put it down and I said, I'm not reading any more of this stupid book. He's a moron. Because, okay, I used to smoke. I quit smoking in 2012. I vaped for a while and I quit that eventually. So, I'm thankful for vaping because it got me off traditional cigarettes. Okay, I don't drink anymore, pretty much. I mean, if I do have any type of alcohol, it's usually maybe one drink a year, and even that, at this point now, I don't even want it. It's just not something that I crave at all. But coffee, coffee is very important to me. I love the taste of it. I love caffeine. Am I addicted? Probably, but I like the way it makes me feel. It is a comfort thing. Now, is drinking coffee better to have as a comfort mechanism than a donut? Yes, because I am not putting any sugar in my coffee. What I've been doing is I use a little bit of heavy cream and I put a tablespoon of the preferred keto collagen. And if you have seen my video on comparing the preferred keto collagen to perfect keto collagen, I say that I actually prefer the preferred keto collagen because it tastes good and it's cheaper, it's more budget friendly. However, I've sort of changed my mind simply because I am finding that I cannot use a full scoop in a cup of coffee because it is far too sweet, just like the perfect keto collagen. However, I think that perfect keto, at least in the other flavors, mixes better because I'm out of salted caramel in the preferred keto, so I'm using the chocolate flavor right now. While the flavor is good, the amount of sweetness is good, it just doesn't mix quite as well to me. And I'm using my stick wand frother. So for me personally, if I do order any more collagen, that is if I don't just try and get my collagen source from my meat and eggs and fish and whatever, I don't think I'll order the preferred keto collagen again unless I just order it in the salted caramel. I'm not that crazy about the vanilla flavor, but I'm going to use it because I have it and I'm not wasting anything. So there's that. So we found some steak burgers that Sam's sells, and they're seasoned steak burgers, so they have like onion and garlic in them. However, I have to say, those were some of the best burgers. And if you've been following me and you know that I like the Members Mark Angus bacon cheddar burgers really well. However, I have to say that these, and this is done by the meat market itself, it's not a prepackaged, I mean, it's not a boxed item in the freezer section. No, these are the steak burgers that you get in the meat department, if you can find them, because this is like the first time I'd seen them there, and they weren't too badly priced. I think it was around $4 a pound. So it is higher than if you were to get, well, not for steak. Steak prices have gone up. So to me, because of the quality they were absolutely delicious. And so I would really like to get some more of them. But we had those night before last and again last night, and they were delicious, so good. And I put a little bit of my Boursin cheese on the top of it, and I really enjoyed that. Trying to think of what else we've had. We had buffalo wings, and then tonight we're having wings, and I got the G. Hughes Caribbean jerk wing sauce, and I'm marinating it in that, and we'll cook it a little bit in the oven, and then my husband will take it out and put it on the grill to finish them. So today our city is having its 4th of July event, and it starts at 6:30 tonight. I don't know if I'm going to go over into the square where they have all the activities, because I'm not eating watermelon. They're having a watermelon seed spitting contest, which that's just not my thing. And then they're having like sack races, and normally I would sort of be into that, but no. Not with this arm. So I don't know, it depends on how hot it is. I may try to walk over there, but I can watch the fireworks from our front porch. So that's probably what I'll do tonight, is just do that. I'll probably just stay around the house and do that. Tomorrow for our 4th of July, we're having steaks. I went to Publix and got the big, thick, bone-in ribeye steaks for $8.99 a pound. I got 3 of those for me. And then my mother, she likes the thinner steaks. So our local food giant meat market had their T-bone steaks on sale for $8.99 a pound. So we got those for the rest of the family. So tomorrow we're having steak. And I don't know what else everybody else will have with it. I'll probably just have the steak. I think we've about decided that we're going to try to visit a fish market in Pensacola, Florida, which is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from us. We're going to take the cooler down and possibly get some fresh fish at some point. That might be a couple weeks away though. Because I really want some fresh grouper. I would like some, well, honestly, I'd like some more of those red shrimps, but I don't know. We'll see. So while I've been reading Dr. Saladino's book, I have been sort of looking at his website, Heart and Soil. God, it's weird to say. Anyway, he sells things like beef organs, beef liver, different supplements. They're about the same price as ancestral supplements, which I have used before. I've been using the Herb Tonics beef organs with collagen. However, I have been very disappointed lately because the ones that I have gotten, the capsules, some of them are empty or half full, and I don't like that. I like consistency. It shows me that they care about the product that they're putting out. So I did order a bottle of the beef organs from Heart and Soil. It was $50. And I'm gonna see how they do. I'm gonna see if they're any different from the ancestral supplements. I didn't subscribe to them where they're automatically shipped. I could have saved like $5, but I just wanted to try them out and see if his are any better or if my body responds any differently to them. We'll see. So I'll let you know. Also, I got contacted by someone from Quavo's egg white crackers, chips, whatever they're called. And they're supposedly, I signed up to do a review for them. So they are going to send me out the assortment package, where it's like a bag of each flavor that they offer on their website. So if they send those out, I'll be doing a product review. However, let me just say, and this goes without saying, and most YouTubers will tell you this, that just because they're sending me these free of charge is not going to affect my review. If I taste a flavor that I don't like, you'll know it, because I'm not getting paid to do a good review. I'm not getting paid, I'm just getting a free product. And I'm never going to tell you something is good when it's not, just because I've gotten free product. I will tell you flat out if I don't like something. I am trying very hard to leave keto sweets alone. Here lately, I don't know what my body is missing. It's a mineral or something, or a vitamin deficiency of some sort. Again, probably caused by the vaccination and or the combination of inflammation. But I have been craving sweets. Now, I've been staying keto, you know, as far as the sweets go, but I think that might be a reason why my weight is fluctuating like it is, and it's no longer going down beyond the point where I can where I feel comfortable saying, okay, I've lost X amount of pounds, you know, in this time frame. I've tried having the mindset whether I don't really care if I lose any more weight, I just want to be healthy. But at the same time, I still have excess fat that I need to lose, and that will in turn make me healthier. So it's a constant reevaluation of your priorities. And the good news is the brain fog seems to have been lifted. I can concentrate a little bit better, but still, so much inflammation, so much pain, and there are a lot of times where I'm just like, why bother? Just why am I doing any of this? So I've had to just keep motivating myself, and I've basically sort of had to just sort of kind of pull myself back and not stress about, well, I'm not able to do this challenge, I'm not able to do that challenge. But if I focus on the fact that I can't do this or that challenge, then I will beat myself up for it. That's the reason why I really don't like challenges, because it sets my mental health on edge. So I just sort of have to back away. And I support everybody else on these challenges. For anybody that's trying to do like the 75 cut, or if they're doing the protein sparing modified fats, that's, you know, that's great. I'm just having to do me, and I support you doing you. So, but the puppy, Clover, had his vaccinations and his vet appointment on Monday. The vet was very happy with his growth, his progress. Clover did not like the car ride. We need to try to get him used to riding in the car, but for now he just doesn't like it. But he's been doing really good on the puppy pad training. He tries to play with Cleo. Cleo does not mind him walking up to her. She will sniff him. She won't hiss at him or slap at him. But when he tries to play with her, all bets are off. So she will either pat him gently, or she will hiss at him, or she will run, or a combination of all three. And I think she is starting to get arthritis in her hips. So I have to schedule an appointment with the vet for her. She's long overdue for a vet checkup anyway. But But she doesn't like people. She doesn't like strangers at all. People that are not here on a regular basis, she generally runs and hides. She doesn't want anything to do with them. So taking her to see a vet is going to be an experience that I am personally dreading. And the vet and the nurses and all should dread it too. They may need to wear full body armor, because otherwise I don't know that they'll make it out alive. Because she is just not a people person. She's very antisocial. But she's a good cat, and I don't want anything wrong with her. And if she's having any pain, I definitely want to get that seen about. We both can't be in pain. Right now, I am doing very minimal cooking. So that's the reason why I'm not doing any cooking videos right now. Because the cooking that I'm doing is basically just preparing proteins, and my husband is doing a lot of that. My mother's also stepping in and helping, because again, any time that if I lift something heavy with the right arm or stretch it further than I should, which I have a bad habit of doing, it just rips a little more. And right now it's to the point where I'm just trying to rest it as much as possible. So I haven't even been doing any type of exercising or anything. Basically just concentrating on eating nutritious food, trying to keep my stress level down as low as possible, trying to keep my anxiety in check, my depression in check, and just trying to step back and breathe, and just take care of me. Not focusing on anything, not trying to tie myself to any type of a schedule, even though I generally have a schedule anyway, so it doesn't really matter, because I'm gonna have a schedule because that's me. As far as motivation, I'm having problems, so that's the reason why I haven't put out a motivating video with inspiring words. I've just been struggling with that lately. So I will try to do that, try and muster up some motivation. Hopefully I'll feel inspired. But other than that, I hope everyone is having a great holiday weekend. Happy 4th of July. Please be safe, make good choices. And until next time, stop making excuses and start making progress. I'll see you in the next one.